Look, I got a message to all the little Andre Mental Ward fans out there. You better pray. You better pray that the God Kovalev shows mercy on his soul June 17th. My God, I feel bad for this man. I mean, this will be a day of reckoning. This will be revenge, not repeat. I'm telling you now, I am truly concerned for Andre Ward. I really am. Look, I mean, let me tell you the problems I have. And look, I just picked up my phone, hit record. I mean, no, it's not. I mean, this is just pick it up, start talking here, just to get some things off my chest, okay? Andre Ward, I mean, look, boxing is corrupt. I mean, you can go watch the documentaries in the sewer, blah, blah. There's tons of corruption. We all know it. Even Bob Arum admits, like, he used to pay people off, and, the mob was like a major influence in boxing, back in the 60s and the 70s and the 50s and all that stuff. So, but what Andre Ward has done, it's not corruption. It's not business. It's just low. I mean, it is just low and shameful, okay? Just completely shameful what he has done. I mean, okay, let me just go back to the beginning, to the original fight, okay? Now, there's something called a common security clause. Now, for all of you guys who don't know what that is, just Google it. Simply Google it. It's basically a rematch clause. Now, when they made the original contract, Andre Ward agreed to the terms, the financial terms, to all the terms in the event of a rematch, okay? So when you sign that original contract, you know what you're going to be making, the percentage, you have the outline, okay, the basic outline. Now, Andre Ward came in, demanded, from what I've heard, nearly double what the original contract, what he agreed to originally. And you got to remember, you got to put yourself in Kovalev's shoes, Kathy Duba's shoes, a main event promotion. You're sitting there at the table with Andre Ward, and they're like, okay, Andre, now, look, if you win, here's what we can do in a rematch. Do you agree to this? Because if you don't, we don't have a fight. I mean, you have to agree to this. And he did. I mean, dude agreed to all of it, okay? Then comes time to be a man of his word, to have, an ounce of integrity. And what does he do? He wants more money. He wants to pick the officials. He wants to announce the fight. I mean, every, this A-side bullshit advantage, he flipped it all. Okay. And look, I can't think of any boxer in history that has done this. It really is shameful, and it's just a black eye to boxing. And I'm really, it's just a shame. It really is. And I'm not just trying to be hard on Andre Ward. I mean, what he did was just some bullshit, man, really. I mean, like I said, Kovalev gave him the opportunity of a lifetime, okay? Gave him a chance to win all the belts in one fight, okay? But said, look, if you do win, here's what we want you to do. I want a chance to win it back on an even playing field, even terms and so forth. And he signed on the dotted line. Now, Kathy Duba, what she should have done, well, hang on, let me get to this. So here's Andre Ward announcing the fight, okay? Here he is praying to God Kovalev right here. He announces, he basically says, he's going to keep it, or hang on, let me get back. This is, I'm sorry, this is Crusher right here. I'll get to the announcement. Kovalev said, you should call yourself Andre's son of Kovalev. Wow. And here is a photo of you praying to your God, right? Because like I said, he's going to need to pray come fight night because, Kovalev, it's personal now. It is personal. And here, I did a video like 2 weeks ago. They got Rigondeaux Flores on the undercard. Here's Andre Ward showing off. That's the thing. He's out there parading around. He says, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. You got what you asked for. Now you have to see me June 17th. This time, leave the excuses at home. I mean, this dude, I'm telling you, man, like, I'm a boxer, okay? Like, I don't fear really anything, but I'm telling you, this dude is going to get hurt in the ring. Like, I mean, Kovalev, we know he has killed a man, literally murdered a man in the ring. We know he was brought up in gangs, street fighting, bare knuckle boxing. He's a tough dude, all right? And he is pissed. I mean, he is like 7 kinds of pissed off right now. And and in a rematch, I don't think he's going to show Andre Ward 1 ounce of respect. I really don't. And that was the problem in the beginning in the original fight. Kovalev thought he was ahead on the cards, and, he did gas out a little bit, but he thought, it's okay. It's cool because I'm ahead on the cards. And I'm not going to get into the actual scoring. I want to stick to the rematch right now because I've already broken it all down round by round. It was just the biggest robbery of the decade. I mean, maybe going back to Pacquiao Bradley, but these two were neck and neck, okay? But I'd say this was probably a bigger robbery than Pacquiao Bradley. But I'm not going to break it down. Watch round 10. All 3 judges gave Andre Ward round 10. Go watch round 10 and tell me Andre Ward won round 10. Okay, case closed. My battery's dying. I got to make it quick. So yeah, I mean, look, I feel sorry for this dude right here. Be ready, motherfucker. I will finish your boxing career. I mean, he's pissed, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him one bit because, like I said, this man has stolen his belts, tarnished his name, robbed him. I mean, you know what? There should be charges pressed on Andre Ward. I mean, this is like professional crime. This is like Watergate shit right here. This is blue collar crime, white collar crime, whatever you want to call it. I mean, he agreed to the rematch terms and then just, straight up jacked Kovalev and Kathy Duva, with the terms. I mean, it's some bullshit. It really is. And people ask me, what is your problem with Andre Ward? And here it is, right? This is it right here. I mean, go back to the Goosen trials. I mean, the guy was held up in court for 3 years, okay? So look, Kathy Duva, she had a choice to make, okay? She had a choice to make. Her choice was, okay, we can take him to court for breach of contract because he was breaching the contract because basically he said, hey, I don't care what I agreed to originally, I'm the champ now, I call the shots. He said, we're selling this ship. I mean, that's exactly what he said. We're selling this ship. And, I call the shots, so I want more money. I want to pick the judges, glove size, all this bullshit, right? I mean, totally went back on his word as a man. And that's not business. That's not business, okay? That is like shady as fuck, okay? Whenever you do something like that, so, and they had no choice. Look, Kovalev, Kathy Duva, they had no choice but to say, okay, you got it, whatever you want, you got it, because look, they want to get him back in the ring, so they're having to, bend over and take it up the ass to get him back in the ring, and he knows it. So this is a retirement package for Andre Ward, and he is going to get hurt. I mean, I'm telling you now, he's going to get hurt in a bad way. Like, it's not going to be good because, Kovalev will not show him any respect whatsoever. And we know Kovalev is a powerful, strong fighter for at least 6 rounds. So, I think for, the first round, he's going to hurt him. In round 1, I believe he's going to get his attention, and he's winning by knockout. I'm telling you now, Kovalev by knockout. There's no need for predictions or none of that. And if somehow, some way, Andre Ward pulls it off, I will be incredibly shocked and surprised. But as of right now, I don't see it. I just don't see it. So like I said, man, you little Ward fans out there, you better pray that your little god, doesn't get taken out on a stretcher, because I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to end. Kovalev by stretcher. So here's Andre Ward, running his mouth, leading up to the fight. It's lit right now. LOL, let's go, no excuses. I mean, I don't understand why he keeps talking about excuses, okay? Like I said, he's parading around. This dude went over to, like, the UK, went over to London with all these belts, like he's some big champion. He's a fraud, an absolute fraud, okay? Parading around the globe, not just America, acting like he's, Floyd Mayweather, going over to UK, and by the way, it's kind of funny because everywhere he went to, like, the turnout was terrible. Like, no one actually showed up. He did before the Kovalev fight, he did an appearance at a mall and like 8 people showed up. I mean, this is why, sorry guys, I have terrible, man, in Texas here, these allergies are fucking killing me. But, yeah, so, let me explain why people don't like Andre Ward. Let me just explain in 1 minute or less, okay? It is the arrogance, okay? It is his character, his moral, his moral standards, his morals, his values, right? I mean, like as a professional courtesy, when you sign a contract, you stick to that contract. Hang on. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. You stick to that contract. When you sign a contract and you agree to it, you stick to it. So this is why people don't like him, and he's coddled by the media. So you know, it's about integrity, and this is why he will never be like a people's champion. This is why people will never love him like they do a Pacquiao, or and especially you have like these Americans, right? You think as Americans we would root for the American, right? Like why are we, why are we getting behind this Russian? Well, again, because it's a humanistic level, okay? As humans, we don't care about Americans. There's no lines, there's no borders, there's no colors, there's no races. It's about who you are as a man, and so as a man, Andre Ward has proven who he is. I mean, he should have taken an immediate rematch. None of this bullshit parading around, acting like he's something special. It should have been an immediate rematch. He should have stuck to the original terms, and the fight should have already happened, or it should be happening really soon. So, that's my problem with him, and that he's coddled, absolutely coddled by the media, especially HBO. So, and people, and I'm tired of hearing this too. I'm tired of hearing, well, he hasn't lost since he was 15, and he's an Olympic champion, and blah blah, which is great, and I'm really proud of him for that. But in his professional career, like I said, he has completely sabotaged it. I mean, he had what, 5 fights in 5 years, okay? And his amateur, which he is not undefeated, Andre Ward, 114 amateur fights, lost 5. He's not undefeated. So I don't know why people continue to say that, and really his amateur career is not all that impressive. I mean, look at this. You got Loma, Rigondeaux, Golovkin, Broner, Klitschko, Cotto. I mean, these guys up here 390, 300, 400 fights, and Andre Ward had 114 fights. Okay, so, and right now in his professional career, he's in the 30s, so he hasn't had that many fights. Okay, so I just don't see the appeal and the attraction to Andre Ward. But here he is praying, because this is what him and his fans need to do. You need to pray that this dude just makes it out of that ring alive. And and like I said, I'm really afraid for Andre Ward. I think he's going to get hurt in a bad way, because this dude is pissed, and I don't think it's going to be boxing. I think, Kovalev, it's going to be seek and destroy. I really do. So, and and like I said, if he does win, I will be incredibly shocked. So, that's really all I have to say about Andre Ward, and I'll never go to one of his fights. I'll never cover him as press. I'll never go to a press event. I just, like I said, the lack of moral character and integrity is enough for me. What he has done here is completely shameful, and I don't know why you guys want to support a guy like this. Even I'll tell you something a lot of you guys don't know. Even during the Goosen trials, okay, whenever he, basically accused his promoter Goosen of, not getting him good matchups, ripping him off, taking too much money, and although he agreed to it originally, we see a pattern here, right? He even had a conflict with HBO with his contract, with his commentating. So anytime this dude enters a contract, he has some kind of issue with it, and he backs out of it after he has already agreed to it. I mean, but during the Goosen trials, it's rumored, and you can find this online, that Andre Ward sent his little thugs over there to beat up Goosen. They went to a gym, in there with like ski mask on and guns and all this, waving guns around. And there was actually a big fight broke out. And I don't want to get into it too much, but you got Andre Ward, sicking these attack dog gangsters on this old ass man, Goosen, and his family, stuff like that. It's a rumor. It's a rumor, but I believe it. I really do because there is documentation of it. So again, it shows you, the kind of character he is and how far he's willing to go to get his way. So, like I said, you Andre Ward fans out there, time to get on your hands and knees and pray that God Kovalev shows mercy on this man June 17th.